In this lesson, I want to discuss the administration of self-service visitors within Sage CRM. The key thing to point out straight away at the beginning of this lesson is that the people who access CRM data through self-service screens are called visitors. The people who log into Sage CRM through its main interface are users. Here you can see that we're looking at the administration system license key details screen. And we can see that users would consume a license. Visitors, on the other hand, do not consume a license, although you must have self-service included in the general license for the instance of Sage CRM. Users are always authenticated when they log in and a session is created. This login is either explicit because they have entered their username and password in Sage CRM, or implicit in a system where IIS auto login is used, as they will have previously been authenticated as they entered their Windows username and password. A user will have a session created for them. As their session is created, they are granted permission to access different parts of the system. These permissions are controlled by their security profiles and territory rights. On the other hand, self-service visitors are either anonymous or authenticated. Anonymous access means that some areas of the corporate site are designed to allow access without having to enter a username or password. Typically, anonymous access is used for pages that include an inquiry or registration request form. Obviously, you do not want to have a registration form for new visitors on a page that they cannot access without logging in. Another use for anonymous access is to create public access to data held in CRM tables, for example, a knowledge base that draws from the solutions table. But any custom table in Sage CRM could be exposed through self-service. Authenticated access means that users are required to enter a username and password. A cookie is used to store the user credentials, and the validity of this cookie can be checked on subsequent pages that the visitor accesses. Note, and it is important to note, authentication in self-service essentially means, can this visitor access this page? But it does not provide complete security over data access. The design of the pages in self-service has to be carefully considered to prevent visitors using the page's access data, so they can have access to a particular page, but could they access data that they should not see? So that's actually covered in some of the developer level classes that are available within the community. So that's something that we would cover in the developer level training. Enabling a contact for self-service is just a question of selecting the self-service tab within the context of a person in Sage CRM and then clicking the enable self-service box. So the checkbox is self-service enabled, you check it, and the person can then use self-service. You can change the person's login and password by typing new values into the login ID and password fields. And once the save button is clicked, the person is then enabled for self-service. Now this screen shows that when you next select the self-service tab for that person, the self-service and person details are all displayed. A system administrator can control the visitors who access the system through the administration screens. And you can see these underneath administration system self-service. You can drill down into each visitor record to update the information given there. The values in these fields can be automatically maintained by code in the actual self-service pages that the visitor accesses on the corporate website. So much of this maintenance of information can be automated. But if necessary as well, you can then purge details from the system. So you can delete and reset essentially system information for visitors who have not visited the corporate site for more than 3 months, 2 months, or whatever we want.